Big breaks at BrickLi here, and we're finally able to take a look at the newly released pictures of the 2021 LEGO Star Wars summer sets. Right off the bat, we're going to take a look at Moff Gideon's cruiser, aka the Imperial light cruiser called by LEGO, set number 75315, including 1,336 pieces. This set really is large, as you can see, one of the largest Mandalorian sets. We of course got 6 minifigures over here. We got Grogu, the Mandalorian, Cara Dune, Fennec Shand, Moff Gideon, and the Dark Trooper. Taking a closer look at the minifigures, we got Grogu over here with some awesome torso printing. We got, of course, the Mandalorian. Really nice that you get the Mandalorian in this pricey set. We got, of course, the Mandalorian with Beskar armor and some arm printing, and, of course, the epic helmet and his little spear over here. Next up, we got Cara Dune with her facial expression, just a regular facial expression. We got some hair over here. We got the leg printing and torso printing, and then, of course, her long blaster rifle. Next up, we got Fennec Shand over here, and what's a nice thing about this minifigure is that she actually has some arm printing over here on her. We got some epic leg printing and torso printing, and the really awesomely molded helmet over here, as you can see, with her eyes peeking out. We of course also got this blaster rifle, and this really looks great. I don't know if you can see it, but it sort of has a sort of reddish sort of tint to it, so I think that's really epic. Maybe that's just a picture. Over here we got Moff Gideon without leg printing, unfortunately. I don't know why they did that, but I think they should have included leg printing. We got a torso printing over here. Of course, his really just serious face, just like Breaking Bad Gustavo. Just a serious face. Of course, we got his dark saber over here. And then finally, we got the Dark Trooper. And everyone is going to love this set for the Dark Trooper. I mean, this is the only set you're going to get a Dark Trooper in, so why not just get this set for the Dark Trooper? I'm really stoked for this minifigure. As you can see, has some awesome leg and torso printing. We've got this regular blaster over here, and also in addition to that, we get this epic helmet and armor mold for the shoulders over here, and it has some awesome printing on it as well. The eyes of the Dark Trooper really look great, as you can see over here. I'm really stoked for this minifigure. So yeah, let me know which minifigure is your favorite from this set. On to the build over here. As you can see, we got all the minifigures lined up, and of course the build over here in the back. And something that really I noticed in 1 second is that you get these Technic pins right over here. But in addition to that, you also get some cannons over here on the sides, which really look epic. You can also see a little micro TIE fighter flying over here and here, one over here as well. And you can actually store these TIE fighters over here on a jumper plate, which is pretty nice. So you got some a brick built TIE fighter. I'm not a big fan of those myself. I really like minifigure scale TIE fighters, but this really is something you can use for your display. You can also shoot the TIE fighters over here right out of the front of Moff Gideon's cruiser with this lever, and it shoots out of the front. Over here, as you can see, it is shooting out of the front, so it's flying out of maybe some sort of a hanger over here in the front, so that's pretty awesome. You also get these side cannons, as you can see, which really look great. You can actually see a lot of detailing on the side cannons, so that's epic. And there's one on either side. And actually, in addition to that, you also get these smaller cannons over here. As you can see, there's one on either side, so that's pretty epic as well. And then looking at the interior of this set, you can also see that there's this little table over here in the middle. We get some terminals over here on the sides. Of course, Moff Gideon and the Mandalorian battling. We got Grogu over here on a crate. And this really is just a small space. I don't know if there's any interior over here in the back of the ship, but I think not. You can see this little TIE fighter over here as well. That's pretty epic. But that's really a shame of this set. You only get this part over here, which is the interior. But overall, I think the rest is pretty good. You can see over here, we got the Mandalorian throwing or grabbing a thermal detonator. Yeah, he's grabbing one out of the crate. Another nice feature of this set is that you can actually pick it up without using a lever. So over here, as you can see, we got this part of the ship, which is actually shaped like a lever, which is pretty handy, and it's actually in the middle of the ship, so it won't just pull over to the back. So it really is just a sturdy thing. I hope it's a sturdy thing. And over here, as you can see, we got the engines over here with some blue, translucent blue pieces, which really look great. So I'm really hyped for this set. Over here, we got the set, which is really in real life. So I'm pretty hyped for that as well. I can't wait to see it. You can actually see the Mandalorian over here with the child as well. So that's pretty awesome. And this is the Dark Trooper actually in real life. It really looks great. I can see that the eyes are a little bit darker than on the image, but overall these figures really are great. I think it's a pretty big set, and I really am stoked for this. So this set over here is going to cost you $159.99 US dollars, or 159.99 euros. So I think this set is really a bit overpriced. I would set the fair price at around $130, 130 euros. That would be my opinion on this set. So yeah, let me know if you're going to get it on release date. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Imperial Armored Murrator, set number 75311, including 478 pieces, 2 exclusive minifigures to this set, and of course 2 regular dual molded stormtroopers. Right off the bat, we're going to take a look at the minifigures. Over here, we got Greef Karga, an awesome minifigure with some torso printing over here, as you can see. We look awesome jacket over here. We got his gray beard on his face. We got some continuing torso printing on his hips, and of course on his legs. It's also in well, continuing. We got his little blaster over here. So next up, we got the Imperial Artillery Trooper over here with some awesome yellow torso printing, leg printing as well. We got some yellow on the helmet. We got this little backpack over here for the Artillery Trooper, and then this yellow pauldron over here. And you can actually take a closer look at it right over here. You can see the Artillery Trooper, and over here as well you can really see the pauldron over here on the side of the Artillery Trooper. So yeah, that's the pauldron. Next up, we got just 2 regular stormtroopers, dual molded stormtroopers. And the only unfortunate part of this set is that these figures all are dual molded stormtroopers. I myself am not a big fan of these dual molded minifigure helmets. I myself prefer the figures from 2014 with the sort of printed helmets. Those are the original Stormtrooper helmets. But I can't complain about these minifigures. I mean, you get 2 dual molded regular stormtroopers and 1 dual molded artillery trooper, and in addition to that, Greef Karga. So really an awesome army builder over here. I mean, if you get this set a couple times, you can really build an army with these stormtroopers and just sell this minifigure right over here on the left. That's really gonna set you forth a lot of troopers. Taking a look at the set itself, over here, as you can see, we got the artillery trooper, actually with a sort of artillery cannons. That's pretty nice they included that. Of course, we've got the Imperial troop transporter over here. Awesome vehicle. We get some stud shooters on the side. We actually also get this little cannon over here on the side, which really looks nice. We got a lot of detailing, which I'm pretty happy with on the sides over here. You got this little sort of cylinder piece. We got this little sort of window over here, which really looks great. And we got a stormtrooper shooting Greef Karga. And over here, we also got this little sort of turret over here on the back. Unfortunately, also with those stud shooters. You can actually open the whole thing up. We got this sort of cargo crate over here in the back, which really looks great. You can actually move this turret over here, which is also a great feature. In addition to that, you can also open the front over here, and you can see this little console over here, and you can also open the side. As I said before, you can shoot these stud shooters. You can actually fit 2 minifigures in the middle of the vehicle. In the back, you can actually put a stormtrooper over here, as you can see, and he can rotate with the cannon, so that's pretty nice feature. Over here, as you can see, we got the set built in real life, and we got all the stormtroopers, and this artillery trooper is just looking awesome. I'm really definitely gonna get this set for this artillery trooper on release date. Of course, this crate over here also has some Imperial writing on the sides with the Star Wars alphabet, and then we also got a lot of awesome features on this set. I really am happy with how the set looks in real life. That's really important to me. I'm not just someone who looks at these pictures, but I also want to see the set in real life, so that's why I showed you that. Overall, I think that this set really is great. I mean, you get 2 exclusive minifigures, 2 stormtroopers. This is really an army builder. I mean, this is a sort of skilled up battle pack in my own opinion. This set is going to cost you $39.99 US. All the prices are in the description down below. So if you want to get 10 of these sets for an army of 20 stormtroopers and 10 of the artillery troopers, that's going to cost you $399. It's pretty insane. So yeah, let me know if you're going to get this set on release date in the comment section down below, and comment your opinion on this artillery trooper, and what do you think of the dual molded? Should LEGO keep dual molded troopers, or should we get those older styled stormtrooper helmets? Let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, we're going to take a look at Boba Fett's Starship, set number 75312. Actually a weird name for the Slave One, because this is definitely the Slave One, so I don't know why LEGO named it the Boba Fett Starship. But it includes 593 pieces and 2 minifigures, one of them being exclusive. So we're going to jump into the minifigures right now. Over here we got Boba Fett from the Mandalorian series with a new torso printing over here, which really looks nice in my opinion. As you can see, it really is awesome. Sort of worn out armor. We get this little logo over here and some awesome printing over here. We also get his sort of cloth piece over here, which you can see in the movies. That's pretty awesome. Got some arm printing for the Boba Fett minifigure as well. That's pretty awesome. And his little rocket over here as well. That's an epic detailing on his arm printing. We also get his belt and of course some of that leg printing, which really looks epic. Almost forgot to mention that minifigure includes the new Nougat minifigure head over here. Over here is the head underneath Boba Fett's helmet, and I think it really looks great with the scars. His helmet is the same as previous, but the blaster also really looks great. I think LEGO came up with quite epic blaster in my opinion. Mandalorian is the same as in Moff Gideon's cruiser and of course the Tatooine set, so that's a pretty nice minifigure, but I think it wasn't really necessary to include him in this set. Looking at the build of the Slave One, I think that the Slave One itself wasn't necessary for the Mandalorian series because we already got Slave One in 2019, actually the 20th edition anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. So I think it's not necessary to buy this set. The only feature that you want to get for this set is of course Boba Fett over here, and you can actually fit him in the cockpit. That's pretty nice. We got his terminal over here on top. You can actually fit the carbonite freezed prisoners of the Mandalorian and Boba Fett inside of the Slave One. We also get some nice stickers over here on the sides. Also get this little cart over here on which you can actually store the Slave One, which is a pretty weird feature of this set, but I think it's pretty fun for people who have kids, but I'm definitely gonna scrap that for parts when I get this set. You also have some stud shooters over here on the sides. As you can see, they really are integrated into the build well, so I'm pretty happy with that. We also get some of the dark green over here and some sand green, which really looks great. And of course, you can see these little folding pieces on the sides, which actually move over here, as you can see. You can actually grab the Slave One with this lever over here on the back, which is really handy. The UCS Slave One didn't have that, so I'm pretty happy that they included this feature. You can over here, of course, see a closer look at the stickers over here on the sides, which really look great with some worn out metal over here, so that's pretty epic. Over here is the Slave One set in real life. You can see that the colors really go well with the lighting in real life. You got some of that awesome build, so I'm definitely gonna get it in the future. You can see that this is what it looks like in real life, so this is sort of a teaser of what it's gonna look like in your own Lego room. You got, of course, the minifigures, and I think that the Boba Fett minifigure really looks great in real life. Of course, we've got the epic Mandalorian. So yeah, this is another set where you can get the Mandalorian. So if you only want to get the slave one with Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, this is a great set. The stickers over here really look great. As you can see, we got the sand green blending in with the red over here. It's a really great color mix. And we also get these side pieces. Only downside is this sort of tan, light tannish piece over here showing some studs over here. But that's the only downside to this set, in my opinion. This set is going to be sold for $49.99, so that's $50 US. I think it's a great set. It's a little overpriced in my opinion, but I think it's going to be a great set to get a hold of. So yeah, these were all the newly released pictures of the summer 2021 LEGO Star Wars sets. If you have any favorite minifigures or a favorite set, be sure to comment that in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Of course, go subscribe to BrickLi and ring that notification bell to stay updated on when I post something. I post a lot of LEGO Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and any other movie themed videos. And I'll see you all in the next video. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you